Matthew, I'm given to understand that when you were discovered by the casting director for Dazed and Confused, you were a film student at the
Yes.
University of Texas. So I take it then you originally wanted to work on the other side of the cameras?
Yes. Studied directing at University of Texas. Junior and senior year, and met Don Phillips in between junior and senior year in the Hyatt Regency, Austin, Texas. Yeah.
Does this mean that there are some student films in a vault somewhere directed by you?
Yeah, I have some. I have a documentary called Chicano Cherry. It's about the lowrider subculture. I shot in Austin and San Antonio and around those parts. And we got some pieces from a couple of other shorts. And I directed a 18-minute comedy last year called The Rebel, about a small-time criminal guy who commits these very arbitrary and petty crimes, but thinks he's this huge, big-time criminal and that the feds are after him and everything. It's a little social commentary. Yeah.
So you're going into this right from the get-go with maybe the long-range plan of eventually directing features.
Yes. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I still have a lot to learn in my poise and of storytelling, through enacting, as through telling characters, and how to just maintain the entire structure on a feature level. But I'm in some pretty good classes right now with these people I'm working with.
What kind of teacher was Joel Schumacher?
Schumacher was, I think he's an expert on human behavior. It's very, part of it is recruiting the right people in the beginning. What I learned from him is that how important pre-production is. He got such a wonderful group of people together. And when I say wonderful, I mean as far as talent, as far as being great at what they did. No one else wanted anybody else's job. Everyone was very good at what they did and wanted to do what they did the best. And everyone's goal was to make the best product, make the best finished product. So he got all the right people together in the beginning, and then on the set it was very loose. And he could afford to be loose, and you had a lot of fun on the set, because in some situations if you don't have the right people together and you're fun and you're loose, people can go astray, you know, and then all of a sudden there's someone gets lazy, someone misses something. And he only had to raise his voice one time on that set, and what I also, you know, when the tension would get high, he'd come out and say, guys, it's not the burning of Atlanta, come on, it's a close-up, you know. And he had one thing, what did he say? He said, one day he had to raise his voice and he said, do not mistake my kindness for weakness. And he just, again, he would show up and see something that would work in his idea. He didn't storyboard. He didn't know what, he had the essence of the scene, what he thought you needed to get out of the scene in his head before you went to it. But then that improvisation of having in your mind what you want to see but not being locked into it. Get there, see what works, see what the actors bring to it, and then make the best out of that.
There's a lot of talk about star-making roles. This movie, I think, has a star-making scene. Your final presentation to the jury, your closing argument. I can't help think you must have felt under a tremendous amount of pressure the day you knew you were going to shoot that scene.
Right. That was a strange and wonderful day, actually. It was at the end of the shoot, so I remember waking up that morning feeling very blessed just for the fact that I had the opportunity to work that many days, what I had just done, everything had felt like it had gone really well. And the fact that I knew that scene had to work, that this scene had to work, or when the boy runs out at the end and says, innocent. If you don't believe that that could have happened with that final summation, then it's not valid. So there was a lot of pressure. I started, I could go on forever about the things that went on that day, but I just listened. I just listened to those great words and a great story. Being at the end of the shoot, I also got to live with the character. I got to live with these other characters. And I just listened to the words and listened to myself, and I don't, whatever happened, happened. I had no idea. It was the first time I said, I don't know what's going to happen today, and that's okay. You know?
What do you think of when you hear the term, a Texas state of mind?
A Texas state of mind. Well, I could talk a long time about that too, but my idea of how I explain Texas, you know what Steinbeck says that, right? Texas is a state of mind. It's, you know, you have certain reasons, certain titles, certain reference points that that are out there that you do things right for, or you are punished for doing something wrong for, things to take pride in. One, your family name. Another one is your nation, being an American. I'm very happy and proud to be an American, the patriot. Then the other one is under God. In Texas, it's a fourth one. It's another, you have your family name, but you're also a Texan. And that is a reference point for how and why you want to do things, where you're from, what your values are for. Then you have your nation, you're American, and under God. So it's another reason to do things right. Yeah.
Finally, would you mind looking at the camera and saying, I'm Matthew McConaughey and this is Texas Entertainment News?
Sure. Hi, I'm Matthew McConaughey, and this is Texas Entertainment News.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.